important is, the hometown and where you're from in developing your game and developing the type of player that you were, the type of player that Timmy was?
Well, I'll find out soon because the part of the TD from St. Croix is the one that I haven't seen or witnessed. So that's the part I'm most excited about in the movie, to see where Tim grew up, what shaped him. Because for sure, where you grew up and your surroundings at that such an important age of being a kid, pre-teen or teenager, really shapes you. So I'm very curious to see that side of him.
You joined the Spurs in 2005. 20 years later, you're here at the premiere for Tim Duncan's film. Can you talk about the enduring, relationship that you have with both Tim Duncan and the Spurs organization?
Well, just a connection. I mean, I moved here. I live in San Antonio, so imagine how important is this culture, the way of life, and always trying to be part and helping. Playing with this guy is a dream come true. I got to the NBA when I was 30, so it took me a long road to get there, and having these 4 years enjoying with these guys, getting a championship is unbelievable.
I think it's really important for our family because he doesn't talk about himself. And the stuff that's documented now is, really third hand. So I think it's going to be really cool especially for the kids, and to see a lot of the different parts that maybe we all may have missed, and just more in depth than the surface stuff that everybody's seen, and to have that documented for us, for our family, and for our kids' kids, and for the generations of Duncans beyond us.
Do you know when Tim himself is going to watch the film, or if he is at any point?
I don't know. I think if he does, he'll do it by himself or with me or maybe with Scott, but I think he might want to be by himself when he watches it. I think, things like seeing his father again and seeing his family that isn't around. Maybe, I don't know if his mom, if there's any video of her. I think seeing that might be a little emotional for him. So I think he might want to do it by himself.
It's definitely at times caught me off guard working on a project that's 100% personal, 100% family, and representing my brother, who is himself. He does what he wants. He's not secretive, but he just keeps it real. He loves to win, and he loves to be the most giving person ever. And it was at times, again, I'm editing over a year, and I still get caught off guard emotionally about the journey and of our life, our father's life, the story. It's like a diary that I'm opening up a bit.
Well, Scott linked me up because he heard that I grew up with Timmy, and I'm also a music producer. So he said, great chance to get some homegrown St. Croix music into the film. And he reached out to me and sent me samples of what they were working on, and I got to compose to the scenes and really get the right emotions that capture what it's like being on St. Croix, what it's like going through a hurricane, what it's like being underwater. We brought all of that to the audio, and seeing it on the big screen earlier today at Soundcheck was mind-blowing. There's a lot of goosebumps. So
I don't think there's a filmmaker in the world other than his brother that could have got him to say yes to participate.
One of the cool things about this movie, The Boy from St. Croix, is it is not your typical sports movie about a sports legend. It is that, but it's a lot more because Scott is Tim's brother. And so he took this incredible look that he has, this visual way that he sees the world, and he took you inside what it was like for Tim to be raised by this island, nurtured by this family, carried by a community, long before he ever carried a legacy. And he does it in his visual style. So you really do feel immersed in what it would have been like to be Tim and be raised by this entire community. And I think that's one of the things that really stands out about the movie is you get all the sports, you get all the championships, but you also get this soul.